the... Oh my god! Oh no! Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the next episode of Ironman Completionist. Really glad I got this off stream because my live reaction was a whole lot of anger for this. In case you guys don't already know, I already have an ancestral hat. It's also not that useful of an item. It's cool to get, you know, it's nice to see items. I'm still doing really well in terms of how many items I have. Been getting a lot more points lately because we've been doing big raids with, you know, boosted people and everything. So I'm pretty much a little bit above drop rate, if not right on par with the amount of items I should have seen in this many KC. But this is a dupe. I have 2 ancestral hats now. So my last 2 items were dupes. Hopefully we can keep pushing through this and end up getting rigor. Come on, man. God, I think that's my 6th item now, and I still don't have rigor. Come on, man! Alright, so first the ancestral hat, now this. And I'm not usually one to complain about RDT, but, dude! Dragon Med Helm from Bandos. And just a couple of kills earlier, I got a fucking rune spear. What the hell, man? Bandos is just trolling the shit out of me right now. Finally decided to do this elite clue that I've had sitting in the bank for a little while, since I'm doing some Skatizo kills right now, and want the... Oh my god! Oh no! Oh my god! A ranger's tunic and oh my... What? 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 Are you serious? I just looked at it. I didn't even process that. I just looked at it. What the hell? Oh my god! A ranger's tunic and a 3rd H robe top? Holy fuck, dude. What the hell? So there's no possible way that this can be anything that gives me any sort of reaction, right? No. Alright, it's perfectly mundane, and you know what? I'm kind of happy that it's a perfectly mundane elite. Because if I had back-to-back 3rd Age, I probably would have just keeled over and died. 2 of the same god page from this hard clue. I don't think I've ever seen that either. What the hell? This day is so crazy, dude. Alright, so hopefully I don't die here. Jesus. Getting comboed like crazy by this boss. But the next sort of little tiny update coming in. Okay, well now it's just... Now you're just being mean to me, Dusk. Alright, so the next kind of sort of little tiny update coming in here is... getting trolled. There we go. 96 defense coming in, finally bringing us up to 123 combat, which is something I've been trying to get for quite a little while now. Almost at 100 KC on the Garg boss. That's probably where the next clip's going to end up being, unless I get a loot before then. So there it is, 100 KC at the Gargoyle boss. Unfortunately, no uniques yet, but that's really not that crazy, all things considered. I don't actually know what the drop rates for these uniques are. I don't know if it's even been announced yet, and a double crystal key is actually kind of an interesting drop, throwback to Zolra. But with that being done, I'm going to continue to do the Gargoyle task here. I'm going to try and get it done probably tomorrow, honestly. Even if I get a black tourmaline core, I'm not even going to use it on my Bandos boots yet, because I want to save those for the master clue, because as far as I'm aware, people have told me that the Guardian boots don't actually count as Bandos boots for that clue scroll. So I'm going to have to get a second pair of Bandos boots before I can even actually make the one useful item from this boss. You know... Wow. Wow. I'm so fucking done right now, dude. I'm so fucking done right now, dude. Really? Really, dude? Alright, so the next drop we see is a bit of a bigger team now. Ninja getting a Dragon Harpoon. You know, some people would complain about it. I'm happy to not see a deck scroll go to someone else again, so it's perfectly fine. Alright, next item I have seen 169 KC. Dragon Claws for Mr. Azir, so that's a decent split for my main. In case you guys are wondering, more toilet paper. In case you guys are wondering how I do things on the Ironman, I don't do free-for-all raids generally. I usually just raid with the people I normally raid with and still split and take splits from my main, just to make it a little bit easier for everybody, so that it's not like if I got a T-bow or one of them got a T-bow, no one would really be angry about not getting a split in it. But yeah, awesome, another split. Alright, we actually just got the back-to-back Ninja pulling an Arcane Prayer Scroll. KC 170 now as well, so, hey, and I got a relic. So, getting up there. I've done about 20 raids already this week. I think maybe a bit more than that. And let's get our free juicy 13,000 Herblore XP. This is all just from raids so far. Since 90, I've gotten almost 20% of level just from raids. So, I've been doing a lot of Bandos lately, desperately trying to get my Tacits. And I actually just hit 100 KC at Bandos, so hopefully we can get Tacits or BCP pretty soon. Obviously, we've already been fairly lucky at Bandos, so I have nothing to complain about. Godsword shards wouldn't be bad either. Shards 1 and 3 are the ones that I need, so I wouldn't care if I get either of those as well. But we're going to keep doing this. I've been really enjoying this and raids lately, so hoping we can get those items we really want to get. I may be dying to minions, but I actually just got 97 magic and 20-25 total at Bandos. Going through a lot of charges on my whip here, so probably going to have to do some off-stream grinding for another whip, which kind of sucks, especially after we went super dry in the last one, but hopefully we get a bit luckier on a whip this time around. So, I stopped doing Bandos at 151 KC for the day, did it for about 6 hours, and found out that I can get about 10 to 12 kills per hour at Bandos. While I'm streaming, which means off-stream I could probably get like 12 to 14 maybe, which isn't bad at all. I'm actually, really happy with that. That's a lot more than I thought I could get per hour, obviously without prayer flicking and everything. I originally was kind of trying to learn it, and then just realized, this isn't for me. I got really sick of it really quickly. So I decided to just stop doing it. Died a couple times and whatnot too. But it turns out Bandos isn't going to end up being one of my lucky bosses because, 151 KC now and still only have the hilt and the boots, which I can't really say only. That's pretty good considering my KC. But hopefully we get our Tacits and our BCP pretty soon. So picking up my first noteworthy drop in a long time. 165 KC, we got a Longbone. I've been trying to do some more Bandos in the evening too, and it's definitely a lot worse than in the morning. There's always people waiting outside. Luckily this guy hasn't come in and crashed me, but there's always people waiting outside trying to crash. Alright, so you guys want to know about karma right here? These guys just crashed me on my Ironman. I come back on my main, and I just pulled a fucking Bandos hilt from them. I'm honestly glad I didn't get that on the Iron, because that would have been my second Bandos hilt on the Ironman. But these guys came in my world and deliberately crashed me, knowing who I was, because right here they even said nice videos. Right there. And came on my main. That's a little bit of poetic justice right there, dude. Holy shit. Alright, there you have it, guys. 200 KC at Bandos. Still nothing since the hilt at, I think, 37 KC. A little unfortunate, man. I was really hoping this would be my lucky boss. Hopefully we get a piece of armor soon. I've probably said that like 7 times this video. But I after dealing with like crashes and stuff, I really am, I'm really hoping to at least get something to give myself a little bit of a break from this place. Alright, so finally, some good news. I just got a Godsword Shard 1 from a minion, and that is actually one of the 2 remaining shards that I need. I have 2 Shard 2s. This is my first Shard 1. Now once we have a Shard 3, we will have the full blade completed, which means we can actually finish our BGS and start doing some Kerp, which would be great. So just a Shard 3 now. Well, I think we all knew this would happen at some point or another. Picking myself up a Goblin Champion Scroll. I don't think I have this one yet, and as you guys know, this is Iron Completionist, so basically I think I just saved myself a shitload of time in the future, because that's on my list. It's on my list of things that I need. I'm actually going to go double check and make sure I don't have one already. But there we go. Goblin Champion Scroll is done. I don't know if I die, if I lose this or not. I'm hoping that I don't, because if I go in Bandos room and die and lose this, that'd be really shitty. But, nice. Goblin Champion Scroll. Woohoo. Totally not mad. It's fine. That's a Godsword Shard 1. Unfortunately, I do not need that one. I need Godsword Shard 3. But now I have 2 Shard 1s and 2 Shard 2s, so I guess I'm just 2 Shard 3s away from 2 blades? I mean, this is why I stay and kill the minions at the end of every trip, though, just because you can get the Godsword Shards at a decent rate from them. Overall, not bad. I'm going to need to have several of them eventually anyway, just more ideally would have liked to see a Shard 3. Woo! This one came from the boss. Haha. 250 KC? That's fine. We're good. Alright, we got really lucky on this one. And definitely makes up for the last one, the super big dry streak we went on. I got another Abyssal Whip. Actually did not take me more than I think 200 kills to get this next one, so that's super nice. The reason I got this is because I've actually almost gone through my entire tentacle this week. I'm down to 2,500 charges left on just from the amount of Bandos I've done. I've done about probably 20 hours of Bandos and 10 to 15 hours of raiding this week. So yeah, I've been pushing pretty hard on that tentacle. Well, did another hard clue that I got from those Abbey demons while I was working on getting the whip, and got Zamidihide boots. Pretty sure this is actually like one of the best things to get from hard clues, but unfortunately it's not the Zamidihide chaps or top that I'm after. I'm pretty sure the boots are the same rarity, so I'm just gonna throw that in the house. So we have Sara and Zamidihide boots now. I may or may not end up just using one of those when I do the Sara solos if I get there, or when I get there rather. Not entirely sure yet, because if I do that I'd end up having to obviously take like one less item. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do the inventory for that yet. Hopefully by the time I get there I just have the blessed D-hide that I need to have. Alright, trying to record this real quick before the boss spawns. This actually just happened off stream. I got a God Sword Shard 3 from a minion. We actually just completed our BGS. That's fucking sick, dude. Oh, yes, dude. That's honestly such a big motivator. Because I've, as you can probably tell by some of these clips, and you can also tell that I've been doing this all in 1 week, Bandos does get a little bit demotivating when you do this much. I was originally... Warhammer hit. I was originally planning on doing this as a passive grind, but recently I just, like, really got the motivation to try to knock out a couple pieces of Bandos. And, you know, it's been... Overall, it's been doing fine, just with the shards and everything. Just really did hope that my luck would continue here, you know, after getting the 37 KC hilt and the 7 KC minion boots. It just has not been that lucky since. Still hoping that we get Tacits or BCP. I probably will stay here until I get one of the two things. And with that whip last night, you know, I can actually not die here. I can actually continue doing this. So, still, that is definitely a very big motivator. Very happy to get that one. So I know I'm only 1 level off, but I think I'm just gonna boost up. Oh, there we go. We already got the boost. I think I'm just gonna boost up to do this. I don't know if It's been a while since I made a God Sword Blade. I know this thing takes forever to do. This is really cool to me, though. It's been a long time. Do I just use it on the anvil? Okay, I do. It's been a long time since I've been able to do this. So there we go. God Sword Blade is completed. Now we just have to go in here and grab our BGS, or our hilt, rather. I'm going to remove this placeholder. I sincerely doubt I'm going to get another one. And there we go. And, oh wow, some mean-ass guy following me around. But yeah, so we got this BGS. Oh, dude, this is the guy from earlier! This is the guy that we crashed for the, This is the guy that we anti-crashed for the Bandos hilt. Well, you know, now we can show him we have a BGS on our Iron Man 2. So take that, noob. Alright, 300 KC at Bandos now. Yeah, no, that's really it. I don't really have much else to say about that. I feel like my last 10 clips have all been at Bandos, and as you guys can tell, I've been grinding this out quite a bit. And if I sound demotivated at all, it's because I am a little bit, but it's alright. I'm reaching, you know, we've experienced this point in the Rangers grind, so we can grind something else again. It will happen. Grinds are meant to happen. That's part of the series. Still, gonna try and be optimistic and hope we get something soon. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. Obviously, this episode had a lot of kick-ass stuff in it. Unfortunately, we couldn't get anything from Bandos, as I've probably said like a million times. Kind of a reminder to myself to go back and edit those out if I did say it a million times, so hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. But we got a lot of crazy shit this episode. Unfortunately, some dupes. Unfortunately, some not so great things as well. But, I mean, obviously, the Third Age robe top is nuts. It doesn't do much for me on the account in terms of progress, but it's still such an exciting thing to get. The BGS actually does open up Kerp for us in a much easier fashion. Obviously, Kerp was technically open to us before, but this makes it a lot easier. So, to those of you guys who are probably going to say, well, this video didn't seem like too much happened in it, you just did some raids, you just did some Bandos. Well, I'm trying to become a lot more goal-oriented in terms of, like, I'm currently on the Bandos grind, just like before I was on the Rangers grind. I'm kind of trying to focus myself a little bit more like that, rather than bouncing around so much, so that the videos have a bit more of, like, a theme to them. So, obviously, this one is raids and Bandos. The next one will probably also be raids and Bandos, unless we happen to get a Bandos item pretty soon here. But either way, I really want to say thank you to you guys who have, you know, been watching these videos, who enjoy these videos. And if you guys do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And another huge thank you to all of you guys who have been watching me on Twitch lately. We've been definitely building up a slightly bigger audience there, and that's really cool to see. So just, you know, thank you to all of you guys. As you guys know, if you have been in the streams or you've been in the CC or the Discord, by the way, CC Dabe, Discord, link down below, I am actually going through some stuff real life right now, like I'm moving and everything, so hopefully that doesn't disrupt my streams or anything. The schedule might get a little bit all over the place for a bit, so I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go. So if you guys want to keep in contact with everything, you want to know what's going on, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Hopefully it won't interrupt the videos or anything. Hopefully none of my files get corrupted either, but I guess we'll see what happens. So once again, thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Check out the Twitch, and I'll see you guys again next week, hopefully to be rocking some Bandos Tacits.